everyone, so this is not a normal video, so it's not getting a normal intro or a normal outro. So we're taking a break and, like, partially quitting at some things, but not everything. And so let me explain.
That's maybe a mischaracterization of what's happening.
Maybe.
We really aren't quitting things, but things are gonna change.
Yeah, and so I guess here's the easiest way to go through it. It's, like, who? It's us. We're taking a break. Where? On YouTube. When? Effective immediately. Right now. Right this second. Why or how? I think, what? We're taking a break. Why? And then how. So
yes.
Why and how we're taking a break is that we're just gonna stop. It's not that complicated, but yeah. So in terms of why, it was really a couple reasons. Like, it's not that I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like, honestly, this is a pretty, I don't know,
manic episode.
A rash decision, you could say, but at the same time, it's the right one. I think that most of my rash decisions may have been, in the end, the right choices. You know, when it comes YouTube-wise, like stuff that we've changed and stuff that we've, you know, decided to do. Like, some of our most spontaneous videos have the most views. And so I trust my gut instinct and my judgment and sort of all that. Like, those are facts. And so it's sort of like, with this, I've just sort of been thinking about it. And it's just, the views are views, facts are facts. Like, I can't imagine so many people getting upset with this video other than the patrons, and they have their own video, because I feel like that has to be addressed separately, right? But the timer-based reactions just aren't getting views. They aren't getting any views. And so it doesn't, like, I don't expect anybody's gonna be upset about this, just because it's one of those things where it's like, again, I can't imagine anyone being upset because nobody watched them, and it's sort of a supply and demand thing. So if somebody's really, like, upset about it, it's just like, hey, maybe you should have actually watched them, and then we would keep doing it. But even then,
or if you did watch it, understand that you are in a minority.
Yeah, a very large minority, right? Because there's 12,000 subscribers and, like, 50 views on some of these videos, or like 100. Like, some of them have gotten, you know, over 100 and whatever. But it's one of those things where it's like, I was thinking about it, and I was sort of considering the timer-based stuff and all of that stuff, and I'm just like, this ain't it, kids. This just ain't it. And so it's just
not a
like,
good video to watch. It's like watching people watching a timer tick down.
I don't watch reaction videos, right? And so I was talking to one of my friends last night who is also a YouTuber, and we were sort of talking about it a little bit. It was not Philip DeFranco, but I mean, we're both Italian, so it's like we could be six cousins,
literally,
maybe. Like,
no.
But anyways, no. It was not Philip DeFranco. The point is, I was
Philly
talking to them.
I don't feel the love anymore from YouTube. And he said, what you gotta do is you gotta make YouTube videos that you like.
Yeah,
and you looked at Philly DeFranco and you thought, Philly, Big D, I haven't been doing that.
And so we sort of, like, talked about it, and it was sort of a spur of the moment thing where they were talking about all the stuff they had to do, and I was like, gee, I wish the stuff I did mattered, and they were just like, are you okay? Like, where did that come from? And I don't know.
Philly DeFranco is a concerned person.
It's definitely been something that I've been feeling, like, but that I haven't really thought about, right? Like, I feel like that we collected our thoughts pretty quickly today. Everything has been sort of set out in the matter of, like, 3 or 4 hours, like, of us recording and us changing things, and so I feel like that inside of my head, from a past life or, like, some otherworldly knowledge, I had a plan already, right? And so I feel like it's definitely been something in my head. And so if you watch RWBY, if you watch Miraculous, if you watch Genlock, this really doesn't concern you, right? And so don't worry, everything's fine. This is only really for the anime reactions that use a timer, because it is not working, right? And so what we're going to do is, what we decided we're going to do is we're basically going to do it in the format of a RWBY analysis. So if you guys have watched a RWBY analysis, it is us basically talking and analyzing the episode frame by frame using screenshots, which we have never had a problem with that getting copyrighted, and I don't think anyone has, because it's a still moving image, and I don't think that YouTube can really, anyway.
So these guys are pirating our material, but it's lagging terribly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it picks up like that. And so that's what we're gonna do, because to me, that makes sense. Especially when looking at the stuff we've reacted to and either the reception that they got. Like, Attack on Titan got good views, but people had problems. Like, people were probably hate watching them because they hated them so much.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, but I feel like that particular fandom especially seems to enjoy people analyzing things if they are anime only or whatever, right? And so I feel like that the Attack on Titan people probably would have liked it a lot more if we had done it in a RWBY analyzed format. Because really, there are only so many hype moments in an episode of anime. We can really just take that one hype moment, a bit of it, you guys can see a bit of our reaction, if it's allowed, like if. I'm saying if. I'm not promising that we'll do that, but we'll try to put a clip in front of the video of us reacting to whatever big moment happened, or something like that. Like, we're gonna make an attempt, but I can't say because I've never had to deal with copyright issues before, at least not to the lengthy extremes that we would by putting in clips and stuff like that. And so we're gonna try, because there are really only so many hype moments in the episode to capture, and that's what people want to see. That's what people skip to if they don't have the whole thing available to them. Like, if they had to pick, they would pick those moments, right? And so that's sort of something that we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. And then we're just gonna analyze it and do the discussions as normal. I think that's the best thing for the channel, because I feel like that we particularly have an analyzation inkling, and I know that's not a word, I don't think, or at least not in the sentence that I used it.
It is what we're good at. Or
Yeah.
at least better at.
Better at. And so it's sort of, not that you can really be bad at a reaction, but it's sort of like, I feel like that we have always had an inkling to sort of analyze things. That's how we started. Like, that's how it all started, and those are the videos I watch. I watched Zelda theory videos, even though I played one Zelda game. I love game theory and Thomas Game Docs and Nick Robinson and all of these like other sort of YouTube channels that are doing something that matters. Like, I don't know, to me, I look at I also like Super Butterbuns and will never be as funny as her, but I like her videos themselves. And so, you know, I don't watch reaction videos. I only watch really RWBY YouTubers react to RWBY, and if I had to watch them react with a timer, I probably wouldn't like put in the effort, right? It's making things easily accessible. That's why Miraculous videos are so popular, I think. That's why, you know, RWBY videos are so popular when it comes to reaction videos. But everything else, you'd have a hard time sort of convincing someone to put in that effort if they don't already watch your videos, right? And so that's just sort of the thing. That's the thesis. And so views aren't everything, but again, it's just supply and demand. If you guys aren't happy with what we're making, that is reflected in the views, to me. Or it's not even not happy, it's just not interested, right? And I want to make something that is interesting and lasting. And when I go to work and think about the videos I'm doing, it's about the analysis videos that I've been wanting to do like for the past month, but haven't been able to do, because in my head I've just been like, okay, just get through August, because we've been sort of slammed with all these sort of anime reaction requests. And I'm like, well, no, like, I'm not gonna wait till September. I could be dead tomorrow. We should just do, you know what I mean? Like, we should just do what makes us happy now. We shouldn't have to, like, we shouldn't wait for things to get better, because they may not to. And YouTube is sort of this fleeting thing where maybe you have your 15 minutes of fame and then you sort of go out. But when you think about us and our channel, like, we've just had so much luck. Like, I had that 3 million view Elsa video, right? And I didn't, you know, properly maybe optimize on that because I was a child, like, literally a child. Like, I made some creative sims after, and the other one got, like, 100,000 views. So, you know, I tried my best, right? And I had gaming videos that were pretty popular, like 30,000 views. I had AMVs that were popular, right? When we started with RWBY, our first RWBY video got 100,000 views. That was our Grim Eclipse stuff. So it's sort of one of those things where we've had all this luck for success, and so I kept telling myself, you know, you have to just do anime reactions a little longer, right? Like, it'll come. Like, even with Miraculous Ladybug, things didn't get popular until later, but with Miraculous, I started putting the full thing instead of doing a redirect. And that's sort of how it all happened, right? And yes, things take time, but it's not just time. You know what I mean? It's also improvement that sort of causes things to happen. That's how I see it anyway. And so I don't think that, like, oh, let's just do the reactions through RWBY. Like, when it, you know, RWBY comes, it'll bring traffic onto our channel, or we'll see a giant strangulation of all these views going to RWBY videos and no one watching the anime reactions, right? Because that's what I saw in my head as I was thinking about it. So we've changed a couple of things. Again, we're gonna do what I explained. We're gonna basically do a discussion and an analysis video, right, for Dr. Stone and Fire Force. And like with My Hero Academia, we may play around a bit, because I don't know, like, I genuinely don't know if people would be more willing to watch, like, a timer base for My Hero, because with Avatar, people seem willing because it's fucking Avatar, but, you know, just sort of stuff like that. We'll figure that out later. That's not what's important right now. I think what's important is sort of me and Hunter brainstorming about sort of topics for us to do analysis and discussion on, because I think that's what we really want to just go back to doing. And sort of the last thing I'll talk about is how this has changed Patreon tiers, in case anyone is wondering, just because I feel like this helps sort of tie everything up, right, even if you're not a patron, right? First, $10, we have easy mode videos. That's basically a video that does not need a script. So most of our shipping videos, I just pull something out of, like, the crack that is, like, in the back of my brain, and everything, like, it sort of just goes the way it goes, and they're not hot steaming garbage. So
they're more like a nice, mulchy, warm bit of compost.
And so, like, you know, shipping videos, something like that, something that is totally unscripted, a discussion, whatever, right? Then for the $20 tier, you can either do 2 easy mode videos or 1 normal mode. Normal mode would be something that needs notes or a short script. So in the past, people have submitted, like, theories to us. We read the theory, like, word for word or whatever, or, like, they gave us, like, bare bones points for the theory, and then we would have to sort of re-script it, and then we just give our natural thoughts. Right, and so that's something that needs a little bit of scripting, a little bit of notes, right? For the $40 tier, you can either do 2 of those normal videos, or what you'll be able to do is a hard mode video, and that's something entirely scripted. So, like the Julian Chase, like, character analysis, or the Ruby one, or the Cinder one, like, those are basically, I think, the most scripted we've ever really gone with a video. Like, anything that's a review, like a manga review, like, just anything like that needs to be entirely scripted, and maybe, like, some visuals, right? So, like, with the manga review, we may take some clips from the show and compare it to the manga. I haven't read it yet, so I really don't know exactly, or just, like, put pictures from the manga on screen, something like that. The Nightmare mode video, right, like, that's at the $100 tier. You can either do 3 hard modes, right, so it's sort of special, like, instead of doing 2 $80 tiers, if you just get to 100, you can do, like, 3, so it's sort of one of those, you know what I mean, because it's cheaper, basically. You save $20, I think that's how it works,
yes.
More or less, and so, you know, with that, basically, it's a Nightmare mode video, and I think the best example of a Nightmare mode video is that I did a while ago do a Why I Love Kingdom Hearts video, which had a lot of pictures, which had videos from my childhood of, like, me and my dad playing Kingdom Hearts together that someone had just recorded in the background at Christmas. Like, just all of this stuff was just in it, you know what I mean? Some of it was gameplay, but there were a lot of pictures, there were a lot of other video. I even tried to edit, like, the title screen save file so it would look like Our Memories instead of the name of the world and, like, the time thing, and it was like, that's probably my best edited video. The thumbnail is a little ugly. I'm gonna go back and change that maybe, right? Because I've gotten, I don't want to say I gotten good at thumbnail making, because I've been in a major where every semester we have a graphic design course, so let's just say that I was lazy, right?
Graphic design is my passion.
Because, like, I knew how to do it, I just didn't want to, but now it's just sort of a necessity, right? And so that's sort of the other thing. But yeah, so that would be a Nightmare video, something that needs to be entirely scripted, heavily edited with clips, and stuff like that. And as we continue making more things, you guys will start to see what the differentiation is, I guess. I guess the last thing is, like, things are gonna have to get a little clickbaity over here, and I don't mean, like, super clickbaity, not like, oh, the SJW said what? Like, nothing like that, right? But it's more like, I think Thomas Game Docs does it in, like, a really, like, artistic sort of way. It's just like the song from Mario you've never heard.
There's a difference between, like, clickbait and
interesting title. Yeah, exactly. And so clickbait to me is when you advertise something that didn't happen. Like, I gave away $1,000, and then you do it, but it's Monopoly money. Like, that's clickbait to me. Whereas me being like, is The Little Mermaid sexist? Like, that's a video that I want to do. I kind of want to go through all the Disney princesses and discuss them in that way. That's not a clickbait title. That's just a hot question, if you want to call it that, and then in the video you actually analyze and go through. Like, clickbait to me is entirely misleading, but there's nothing misleading about what we're going to be doing, right? It's just going to be more like, oh, I wonder if Nora is related to Penny, and, like, sort of that sort of stuff. Because I did notice, like, just putting an arrow between Nora to Penny, like, there's almost 2,000 views on that video, right? And so it works, and it's just, you gotta do it, and so, like...
Should have done it like Animorphs, where it slowly turns into
Penny.
a Nora into a Penny.
But yeah, so that's it. That's everything. We've recorded this video 3 times because the other one broke, so obviously we love you guys. We just really wanted to inform you. We do have some videos that
I like
are
you as a friend.
down the pipeline sort of thing.
acquaintance.
So we did a She-Ra theory. We have some shipping videos set up. I would like to do, now that I'm free, quote unquote, I would like to do the Little Mermaid analysis, like right now. Like as soon as Hunter goes home, I'm gonna go upstairs and just pour everything that I've been thinking about at work. Like I just wish that I could connect a computer to my brain, and as I think about things at work, it would just put it on paper instead of me writing it. Like there would obviously be those intermittent, like, oh, like somebody's ordering popcorn, and then like in my thought train, but we could edit that out and make a concise video script. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Again, I hope that you guys understand. If there is anyone genuinely upset about this, I am sorry, but my apologies are more saved to the patrons that actually have done most of the anime requesting. Because most of the things that you guys voted for as an audience, like Full Metal and Code Geass, are fine, right? Like, they're gonna be just a little different, but we're still gonna do them, and so, like, Avatar, again, it's
and
gonna
ultimately,
be the
I
same.
think the videos will be better.
And so that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like I am the mother for this channel in a weird way. Like, I've had this channel since I was a kid, right? And so it's just grown.
So I was a teen mother.
I was a teen mom. Like, it's just grown up with me. This is a weird analogy, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I understand that people may be disappointed in our decisions, but ultimately, I think that I know what's best, and I think that this is better. I think that you don't need to upload 2 videos a day to be successful on YouTube. I think at maximum, we can probably do 1 a day, but not even that. It would be nice for us to just reduce our workload, but up our quality, and I feel like that's so important. And so I understand if people are disappointed or like they're upset, especially the patrons, right? Because like obviously that's the most important. But it's hard to just be sorry in general because I know that this is gonna be better, and I can say that with an amount of certainty, right? That this is going to be better, right? And I don't mean that view-wise, I just mean that quality-wise, because I don't know if they'll get views after we change the format, but that doesn't really matter as long as we're doing something that is higher quality, at least to me, right? Because I'd rather post something that is high quality and something that I have confidence in, you know, than just another reaction that does poorly, because at least maybe one will like sort of generate discussion and analysis better than the other in community talk, because that's the gist, right? Like I miss you guys. Nobody's commenting on these because nobody's watching them, and I feel all alone, right? And so I'm a little sad about it when it comes to that part. But yeah, so I am sorry, like genuinely, if anyone's upset. But again, like I know what's best, even if you guys may not. Like, don't worry. Like, trust me, I got it. Right? The videos will be better, and so that's basically it. We will see you guys later.